Every couple of years or so, us Sonic fans get to have fun when the semi-annual Jeff Keighley game show usually has some type of Sonic project featured. Whether it's a game announcement or even sometimes we do get nominated to win an award, surprisingly, despite all of the noise and discourse and chatter amongst the fans. With the 35th anniversary of the Sonic franchise coming up, we are expecting a pretty big year for the franchise considering the leaps and bounds in which we've improved over the last couple of years. Anniversary years are usually synonymous with releases for video games, so we can expect a video game potentially for 26, or at the very least, an announcement for maybe 27. If we're gonna get an announcement or maybe even a teaser for what the next mainline Sonic project could be, or maybe even a spin-off, we could potentially expect it at the Game Awards because that is kind of like where they do it. So regardless, we are going to be watching the Game Awards, but now it looks like we actually, despite an announcement or not, do have a reason to watch as Sonic fans, because it looks like Sonic has multiple nominations, but some were definitely more shocking than others, and some snubs are definitely extremely shocking. So let's get into what we got for this year, because I definitely want to know what the community thinks. And by the way, we will be streaming the Game Awards. I want to stream more in the channel, so subscribe with all notifications if you want to watch me go live. So first up, we have the Best Mobile Game Awards. So I actually found this pretty surprising. So Sonic Rumble is actually up for something. It says your nominees for Best Mobile Game: Destiny Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Yumama Sume, Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves. Honestly, I don't really play a lot of mobile games, so I don't really know how Sonic Rumble stacks up to these other games. I mean, it just came out, so I find it like kind of interesting that they nominated Rumble for this award. It is just a mobile game category, so maybe it really is just that much better than the other mobile games out there. I don't know. Or maybe they just needed an excuse to throw Sonic at this award show so we can actually get whatever announcement they got cooked up for 26 or 27. Who knows? But if you do like Sonic Rumble and you think it's a great game and you want it to win an award, you can vote for it right now. So I'll be watching the show. I'll be tuned in and I'll be curious to see if they actually win. Hopefully they do. Surprisingly, we got 2 Sonic games this year, and it still kind of feels like it's a down year or an off year for the franchise, which kind of goes to show just how spoiled we've been with content over the last couple of years. Like, it's been absolutely jam-packed. So I'm hoping that the 35th anniversary can follow up and give us just as much. We have Movie 4 coming in 27, so 26 is going to be an interesting year. There's been a lot of rumors about a potential new Sonic TV show coming out, and I think that's something that the fans definitely want. So I hope maybe at the Game Awards, if we don't get a game announcement, maybe we'll finally get that Sonic animated TV show announced. I think at this point, the fans are yearning for a Shadow Generation style TV show, or even the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds animation and the Knuckles prologue. Like, we've gotten a lot of great animated Sonic content that's been received extremely well. Even the Shadow Generations animation won like a Webby Award or something like that. So this was an award-winning animation. Why don't we follow up? Instead of doing the Sonic Prime thing, why don't we do something like this that's a little bit more faithful to the actual mainline series? Fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. A show with the characterization and faithfulness of Sonic X, but actual high-quality animation would be something that is extremely welcomed. And we will keep a very close eye on the announcement at the Game Awards. Will this be the year where we get that mainline announcement? But as far as spin-offs goes, don't worry. The other Sonic game that was released this year got some nomination as well, and that is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. To be clear, it got 2 nominations, so twice the chance to win, or maybe twice the chance for heartbreak and failure. What do we got here? Nominees for Best Family Game at the Game Awards. We got DK Bonanza. We have Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, 2 Lego games. That's crazy. Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. So, you know, that's definitely a tough category, and I'll tell you why. For those of you interested, DK Bonanza is actually nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards. I don't think they're going to win. I think it's a clear-cut victory for Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and I hope they do win because it's a really good game, one, and also it's an indie game, so you like to see those like underdogs actually win. I think that's going to be the case, but the fact that DK Bonanza is up for Game of the Year against those other games means that it's probably going to be pretty tough for Sonic Racing to beat that game. Here's one thing I'll say about this though. DK Bonanza is basically a single player game. There is like that, you know, little multiplayer option, but at its core, it is a single player game. So I feel like a game like Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, at least in my opinion, probably constitutes better as like a quote unquote family game, you know, because it's actually a game that you play with your family. DK Bonanza is not necessarily the case, even though it's like, you know, it's intended for younger demographics. That's why they're calling it a family game. But hey, listen, that's just my 2 cents. All right. Also, they're going up against Mario Kart World, so we'll see just how biased people are towards Nintendo. I think with all the discourse surrounding Mario Kart World and how much people like dislike certain aspects of the game design, maybe it won't be a favorite. To be honest, if I had to bet my money, I think Split Fiction's probably going to be the game that wins. I think Sonic Racing Cross Worlds may have like this outside shot to win that one. Who knows? But Don't worry, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds was also nominated for one more award, and that is the best sports/racing game. I think this one's actually really surprising, and maybe it has an outside shot to win this one. We have EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World once again, Rematch, and then Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I feel like out of all these games, listen, I mean, it's hard to put up Sonic Racing Cross Worlds against sports games, but it's like, listen, if Mario Kart World wins this one, then maybe there is some type of Nintendo bias. I don't know. I love Mario Kart World, but it's hard to deny that there is a lot of negative chatter surrounding this game. So, I mean, it could just be chronically online discourse, which, yeah, probably, but it does exist, and I do see it every day. So, I don't know, guys. We'll see. 3 nominations means we have 3 chances to win, and there's a 4th nomination that I think is going to throw a lot of you off. So this is the one that I think is straight up highway robbery. So these are the nominees for the best adaptation at the Game Awards. We have a Minecraft movie. Okay, I mean, listen, I love the Minecraft movie, like, not because it was like this great masterpiece of film. I just thought it was really funny. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I had a great time watching the movie. It's super fun, but like, let's be serious, it's not like a cinematic masterpiece, I guess you could call it, you know, like, so I mean, listen, I love the memes, but come on, man. Then we have Devil May Cry, we have The Last of Us Season 2, Splinter Cell Death Watch, and then we have Until Dawn. So what you'll notice right off the bat is that Sonic Movie 3 was not nominated for Best Adaptation. So as far as this category goes, I'm really shocked that we did not see Sonic 3 get this, because there's tons of reasons why it should have. I mean, first of all, we got like some of the best action that we've ever seen in the movie franchise. We got crazy fan service with Super Sonic fighting against Super Shadow, teaming up. We got Live and Learn. As far as an adaptation goes, that like, yeah, there's some aspects of the Sonic movies, obviously, that people dislike and maybe don't find as faithful to the franchise, like the writing, characterization, but that's more of like a Sonic Twitter thing. As far as like the general audience goes and people that like vaguely like Sonic, I feel like this movie was a smashing success. I think critically it also was a success, which I think is the most surprising aspect of this. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie was the highest rated video game film of all time. It was very well liked by the critics and also got a 95% as far as the fan score goes. So it's like, I mean, how do you not nominate the film that is the highest rated film of all time as far as the video game genre adaptation goes? Like, is that not as good as an adaptation gets? Like, as far as the criteria for an award for best adaptation, wouldn't the adaptation that received the best score critically, and that's really well liked amongst the fans as well as the general audience, not be up for that nomination? Like, at least nominated. Listen, doesn't have to win, but like not even nominated. I'm pretty sure the Knuckles TV show was nominated for this category, so potentially it's like maybe the year in which the film was released, which technically was like the last week of 2024, has something to do with this. But again, I really do not understand why it wasn't nominated. I hope it's because of that and not because of like the quality of the film, I guess you could say. Like, I genuinely think that it got robbed, and most people probably agree with that. So the Game Awards, listen, we may not see Sonic 3 win the best adaptation or get nominated, but we do have 3 nominations, and I think whatever Sonic project gets released next year, we will definitely see something with respect to that at the Game Awards. So there's definitely a reason to watch, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts about what you think about the nominations and the lack of nominations that we got.